Thank you very much, Vladimir.
Next time in Moscow.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I'll get a little heat on that one.
The war in Ukraine continues tonight as a diplomatic effort to end Europe's deadliest conflict in 80 years failed to produce a breakthrough. President Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met for nearly 3 hours in Alaska but reached no agreement on a ceasefire. Even as the two leaders talked, the fighting raged on. Most eastern Ukrainian regions remained under air raid alerts during the summit, while governors in Russia's Rostov and Bryansk region reported Ukrainian drone attacks on their territories. The war has now killed or injured well over 1 million people from both sides, including thousands of mostly Ukrainian civilians. Despite Trump's goal of achieving a rapid ceasefire, the violence shows no signs of stopping. Ukrainian opposition lawmaker Oleksiy Honcharenko captured the frustration, saying it seems Putin has bought himself more time. No ceasefire or de-escalation has been agreed upon. The Alaska meeting marked the first time Putin has met with a US president since launching his full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Putin arrived on a red carpet at an Air Force base where Trump greeted him warmly as US military aircraft flew overhead, a stark contrast to his international isolation over the past 3 years. Both leaders called their talks productive, with Trump saying they had made some headway.
I believe we had a very productive meeting. There were many, many points that we agreed on, most of them, I would say, a couple of big ones that we haven't quite gotten there, but we've made some headway.
But when pressed by reporters, Trump was clear. There's no deal until there's a deal.
So there's no deal until there's a deal. I will call up NATO.
Neither leader took questions from the media. Putin, who is wanted by the International Criminal Court of War Crimes, used the platform to repeat Moscow's demands that the root causes of the conflict be eliminated before any long-term peace can be achieved. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskiy was notably absent from the Alaska summit, despite his calls for three-way talks. Before the meeting, Zelensky had emphasized that Russia must take the necessary steps to end the war, writing, "We are counting on America." Zelensky has consistently ruled out formally ceding any territory to Moscow and continues to seek security guarantees backed by the United States. His exclusion from the talks raised concerns among European allies that Ukraine's interest might be sidelined. Trump's advice to Zelensky was blunt: "Gotta make a deal," adding that Russia is a very big power and they're not.
Make the deal.
Gotta make a deal, yeah. Look, Russia's a very big power. And they're not. They're great soldiers, and they have great, but they also had the best equipment. They had our equipment.
While no concrete progress was made toward peace, Trump suggested a future meeting between Putin and Zelensky might be arranged, possibly with his participation. Putin made no mention of such talks when speaking to reporters. The summit ended with Putin inviting Trump to Moscow for their next meeting, an invitation Trump said he might accept despite expecting to get a little heat for it.
Oh, that's an interesting one. I don't know. I'll get a little heat on that one, but...
For now, the war continues with no end in sight, leaving millions of Ukrainians and the international community waiting for diplomatic progress that remains elusive.